take a piss and both streams split, but neither of them hit the fucking toilet? That happens to us. Fucking split both ways, none of them hit on target.
You're trying to figure out which stream is full, which leg you're gonna sacrifice.
Tilt ourselves.
Shower curtain.
Just at the right angle.
Not that I do that. I heard stories.
And the voice you guys are hearing is Mr. Ryan Explicit. He's our guest this week.
Good old Ryan, we got him here with us.
Allowing us to use his place right now while mine is under construction.
Phelps and Gembler fucking slacking off, not being here.
And that voice is...
This is Wes.
And as always, I'm Dom.
As always.
As I wave at the camera.
When are you not dumb?
Never not Dom.
Like as always, you're dumb. But when are you not dumb? That's the question.
Well, what time is it now? It's a little late.
It's like
10:33.
In about 45 minutes, I'm going to become the Huntress.
The Huntress?
Yeah,
Is that,
I'm going to become the Huntress.
that's when you're drunk, you're the Huntress.
That's what I go out and do.
She was hot, and this week that show Arrow, but her grill was all
Yeah, too much teeth.
Buzz.
So a little different this time around. We have notes.
We have notes.
Not on paper.
Yeah, let's tell us you and the paper.
Yeah.
So we're at my house, and Dom's like, "Ron, do you have pen and paper for notes?" And I'm like, "You have fucking technology at your use your fucking cell phone, man. Like you don't need a pen and paper anymore."
Well, I open up my cell phone, and it's got a note-taking app, but it uses sticky notes, and you can fit 3 lines of text on there before it fills up.
You should get an iPhone. I have a whole notepad app.
Use a whole bunch of sticky notes.
I haven't drank the Kool-Aid just yet.
Yeah, well.
No.
I drank Kool-Aid once. It was cherry.
What's your favorite flavor of Kool-Aid, Wes?
Wildberry, actually.
Wildberry? Ryan?
Say grape, you're half black.
I'm 1/99th black, so I'm saying it's racist, man. It's so.
Hey, man,
It's
that's
so-
racist.
It's okay if a black guy says it.
I'm gonna go with I don't know, man, the blue one.
The blue one?
Yeah.
Not even flavor, color? I like
blue
lime.
one.
Lime?
Lime.
No one likes lime, man.
I like
You're
lime.
German, you like weird things.
It's like a margarita without the alcohol. That's why you have to add a little vodka.
That doesn't even make sense.
1 for the beat, 2 for the rhyme, 3 for the pop that hopes that it's lime.
No.
Shout out to Word Burglar. He's the original Word
God.
Burglar.
The verb. All right.
I didn't know we were rapping.
So let's
The
use
verbal
our
Silver Surfer.
let's use our notes right now.
The
Get
Surfer
back on-
and Purrs It Out
God.
Murderer.
Get back on track.
The Uma Thurmana. Nah, never heard it yet.
All right.
Alright. What'd you guys do this week? Ryan, fire us off.
This week, like
Just
just
guess.
in life, I worked.
In general.
I don't stop working.
In genital.
I had 2 days off in a row, which was like a godsend. It was like a weekend, but in the middle of the week. And my first day I did nothing. And my second day I almost got away with nothing. But the wife pretty much caught me not doing nothing, so I had things to do. So that's what I did. So I played Xbox.
What'd you play? What have you been playing?
Two things. One, just real quick. I stole my best friend's Vita.
Yeah.
He had 2 of them, so I stole it.
What was
And
it?
I played
Some
PlayStation
bastard?
All-Stars on the Vita. Not on the PS3 yet. I meant to play it with the wife, but I was helping that same best friend unpack shit and move things.
So you played the Vita version.
I played the Vita version.
Yeah.
It was actually a lot of fun. I took it to work the next day. And I'll get into All-Stars and Super Smash later, and then I also played Mass Effect 3 Omega DLC, which is awesome. It's like 6 hours of Arya T'Loak saying things like, "I'm back, you fuckers." It's pretty cool. And there's a female Tyrion, which was awesome.
Really?
Nice.
Strangely attractive, but weird looking.
Did they ever show female? They show female.
They've never shown
No.
a female Tyrion.
That's
for
right.
show.
Turing.
So she was like, it was like a female Garrus, which I was. Is that weird?
Aw,
I was kind
yeah.
of attracted to. Is that kind of weird?
Hey, man, I got a total boner for Garrus.
I like Liara, but I'm telling you, I might have to.
Tyrion boner.
Oh,
but-
yeah, dude.
Definitely good DLC. So
Fully torqued.
And speaking of that Mass Effect, that's coming out to the PlayStation 3, the first one for the first time,
Mm-hmm.
Tuesday, December 4th.
Finally coming to the PlayStation Network.
is it weird? I'm a nerd. I love
it
Mass
weird you're a
Effect.
nerd?
Well, no, it's not weird. I'm a nerd. But is it weird that I love Mass Effect so much? I have the 360 versions clearly,
He has all the collector's editions,
And
and they're tins.
and I'm buying the trilogy on PS3 as well, just so in case the apocalypse happens, I have both versions.
You fancy motherfucker.
Well,
So
Mass Effect 2 on the PS3 was run using the Mass Effect 3 engine, though.
yeah.
So it looked better. Just enough to matter, I guess, to the hardcore fans.
I think it's surprising that Microsoft helped develop it for the PS3.
Yeah.
That's kind of crazy.
Pretty neat.
Yeah.
That is a little weird that they're getting out into that little, field there and kind of sharing some of their products. I mean, you're never going to see Halo go that way, but I mean, the fact that Mass Effect has seen such success after 2 and 3 that they'd allow it to go to the PS3.
It's nice to see Microsoft and Sony work together for once.
I think Sony should share Uncharted for Xbox. That
would look
And
horrible on
Infamous.
Xbox.
I think that'd be nice.
Well, fine. I'll play it on 20 frames a second. That's
Ooh.
perfectly fine.
20 frames a second. Fuck all that noise.
I'm sorry, you mentioned Uncharted now. I've got to go back to All-Stars. Nathan Drake has that move.
He has a lot of moves.
He has that move where
He
he
put a
goes-
move on you.
You
You won't feel it now, but in a couple
He's got
hours
this,
you'll try on a hand.
his like,
He's got a shotgun. No.
I guess his drop down attack is him falling through a busted floor, but as he jumps up, a floor appears underneath him. He goes flying through it. Like that's his
I didn't see
downward
that. I
attack.
didn't see that move.
It's great.
This is news to me.
I didn't see that.
Yeah.
He drops a pillar or like a totem pole on you, that, which is totally
It's his pillar of creation.
totally awesome. And Sackboy is like way overpowered.
Yeah,
I like Sackboy.
So you've been doing Mass Effect. Wes, what have you been playing?
A lot of PC games because Black Friday they had the Steam sales going off, and basically every 6 hours new flash sale, and I was buying up everything. I spent like $80 on old PC games. I bought like every Half-Life that has ever been put out, even the shitty one-offs. I bought Painkiller, which is a Doom-ass
Is that the
Painkiller game.
Isn't the guy like the Punisher on the cover or something like that?
Yeah, he kind of does look like the Punisher.
Yeah.
I got the Black Edition, which is basically the original, none of that HD bullshit remake that's probably not bad, but fuck it, I'd rather play the original. Metro 2033 I got for $1
Yeah,
because of that humble THQ bundle, which is
that thing's
great. I love cheap shit. For those of you who don't know, the humble THQ bundle kicked off a few days ago. It's Metro 2033, Darksiders,
Company of Heroes?
Company of Heroes 1, 2, and 3.
Well, the expansions.
Yeah, 1 and 2 expansions. Saints Row, if you pay more than the average.
Which I paid $6 for, so I got all of those.
Yeah, I already had Saints Row, so I only paid $1 and got the other 5 games. Which is a fucking
for
fine
6
deal, if you
games.
ask me.
I feel so lost. I don't play anything on Steam.
I play almost exclusively
I feel
PC
like-
games now.
I feel like I'm missing out, but I just.
I'm actually building a new PC right now because I want to be able to play games at 60 frames per second.
The whole building scares me and turns me off.
It's terrifying, but I have to do it at some point.
I want
Now's
someone
the
to do
best
it for
time.
me. That's why I own an Xbox and stuff.
I'm going to have a couple of people help me out.
Next year, you got to figure whenever the new systems come out, it's going to be.
Today there was an announcement about it. Somebody at work was telling me that there's word going around that next year they're going to officially announce the new console and put it out in the fall.
Was it a customer?
No, it wasn't a customer.
Who was it?
It was someone I work with.
Oh, okay.
I like how Wes just cut you off with the katana, and I sort of followed right after.
Yeah.
Listening to the katana and interrupt you.
Yeah.
So that's your life story. Go on. Good. You continue now.
Oh yeah. Well, I've been moving, so all I've had time for is handheld games. And the only handheld game I have that I've been able to play is Assassin's Creed 3 Liberation on the Vita, which is shit.
Oh yeah?
It is bad.
How shit
Why
is
is
it?
it bad?
How shit
So
is
shit! I had to pour McDonald's coffee in my lap to make it not shit.
it?
No, that doesn't work. Shit.
It's just hot shit now.
Hot
Actually,
garbage.
That's it. It's hot shit. It's bad. It's
How is
bullshit.
it bad? You could be affecting major purchasing decisions here. So.
This is an official review. This is an official whether you should buy Assassin's Creed Liberation or
for
not.
80 viewers or 80 listeners we had on the last
Buyer's
podcast.
guide.
I'm pretty sure like 5 of those.
It's like 5 people who just listen to it over and over and over again.
First off, they don't. It's been out long enough. It's been out since October 30th. It's been over a month. Again, it's one of those. If you're gonna play it, you've already bought it. You started playing it. If not, if you want to play it and you haven't done it yet, skip the next few minutes. They don't explain who the assassin is really, or how she became an assassin. It's you're a little girl running around. You lose your mom. You come back. You're an adult, and now you're an assassin. No explanation after that. You're just an assassin.
They're setting up for like 5 sequels after.
They're ready to explain it all in a sequel and a prequel and everything in between.
I couldn't even do a download pack to Assassin's Creed 3 that focuses on her now. She's not a good character. She's not interesting. The fake French Bayou accent that she has is horrible. Yeah, it takes place in New Orleans.
Is there a mission where you just sit there and eat gumbo?
Oh, that would make it a better game. God, if you had to pick what kind of gumbo you wanted.
Crawfish gumbo.
Crawfish gumbo.
So in Liberation, do you meet the main character from Assassin's Creed 3?
You do once, very, very briefly. And
Wait, have you beaten it? Because
actually, I did. I finished it last night.
So officially.
Yeah, officially, I have gone through this entire game. I did every mission they have available in the game too, which is almost reminiscent of the first Assassin's Creed. You get main storyline missions and then like 3 other missions you can do, and that's it.
Nice.
A lot of collectibles, anything from alligator eggs to coins you find on bodies.
Okay.
And you can't do anything with them.
Nice.
I guess somewhere, well, I take that back. You can use Nier, whatever that, local multiplayer thing is that Sony does with the Vita. You can use that to kind of pass that stuff around and gift it out to friends.
Ooh.
Nobody's ever going to do that because you have to find somebody with a Vita first.
Here, have this piece of shit.
Yeah.
While you're giving shit out, give me your Vita while you're at it.
Yeah. It did take about 9 or 10 hours to play through, so to be fair, it's kind of a long game for a handheld.
Got at least a little bit of content there.
But it totally takes the series in a different turn. You don't just play as an assassin, you have personas. You have a lady persona, which can charm soldiers and guards and other people to do stuff for you, but you can't climb stuff, you can't run fast. You can't carry the normal weapons you do. You got a slave persona, weaker, it can only carry certain weapons, it incites riots and it can blend in with crowds easier. And then you have your assassin persona. It's the assassin from the other games then. You carry weapons, you blow stuff up.
It sounds boring.
It really is.
Even trying to just hearing the explanation just sounds...
It's really weird too. Personas, like...
Yeah, and you have to change into them, you've got to find dressing rooms all around the environment. And you walk in, you hit the button, you come back out.
It's like Superman.
Yeah,
Superman
yeah, it's like Superman.
You spin around
I'm gonna go
in a telephone box.
Revolutionary War phone booth here.
Yeah. And that's kind of what it looks like in the dressing room. It's like these little buildings that jut out from another building you walk into. It's like you're buying these entire houses just so you can change clothes. And money...
rich folks do that. Just buy
the
a house.
1%.
I'm buying a house for just to change
Just a
clothes.
closet.
If I won the lottery, I'd just buy another apartment to change clothes.
The storyline is just so vague. It's, do this, kill this person. The story doesn't really make sense. It just feels like it's lacking. And granted, it's a handheld game. It's not meant to be this big blockbuster over-budget game that, Assassin's Creed 3 or 2 or Brotherhood Revelations, whatever has been. It's on the go, play 5 minutes at a time. For me though, I sat at home and played, 2-3 hours at a time. It sucked. It was a painful experience.
It reminds me of, just a side note, Twitter, Cliffy B. Follow Cliffy B on Twitter. He's hilarious, but he tweeted earlier, he was just like, you have to hand it to Nintendo. While everyone's worrying about like their original IPs and like different ideas, Nintendo's basically just, fuck it, Bowser capture Princess, Mario get her back.
Yep.
And it's gold every time. It's just...
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's yeah.
Regurgitate that 10 times, people still buy it.
Only
Yeah.
it's that simple.
I know. And this one here, it's they're trying something new, and the frame rate's bad.
Yeah, I heard that game is real broken.
It's hard to counter. I actually found a glitch where I was able to buy everything in the store, even if I didn't have the money. So I loaded up on everything I could early on in the game, and it just breezed through them.
Nice.
The way you make money with the ships, sailing ships from different port to port, selling goods, you can make your majority of your money real quick in that early game, but it takes a while to build that money up first to buy all the goods.
Wow.
So it's kind of a late game thing. They tried that whole thing with the weird hieroglyphs, where you find hidden videos in the scenery and all that.
Yeah, I remember stuff kind of like that from the older games.
Yeah, and it's sort of like that, except you find somebody called Citizen E, and he's this guy that's running around, or this program this guy has put in there to show you the truth. What they don't want the Abstergo company, the evil Templars, they don't want you to see. You find the guy, you kill him, it shows you a quick cutscene done. Shows you like, hey, you saw it this way. Well, this is how it really was. Because in reality, this game was meant to be a take home and experience the life of an assassin as done by Abstergo Industries. This is like Abstergo sending a video game to home users and letting them play it. It's
Video game within a video game.
Yeah, it's a little weird. Even some fake credits roll, and they show like all the characters from Abstergo that you hear about in the other big games. But as you asked earlier, the Connor, the assassin from Assassin's Creed 3, He's in there for one mission, about 3 minutes. He says he's going to help you, and he stands there looking really badass, and that's it.
Just stoic and
He just stands there.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, he's just like, you go do this, I'll distract him. You never see him again. You run up some trees, and that's all. Yeah.
That's the Assassin's Creed story.
Yeah.
I ran up some trees, and that's the end of that.
I ran through buildings and
Yeah.
we spent way too much time talking about a terrible game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's move on.
This isn't having exciting.
It's bad. Don't buy it. Rent it.
It's shit. Hot
If you can run
bullshit.
games.
If Blockbuster were a thing, go get it from there. But it's not
There
a
is a
thing.
Blockbuster near where I live.
Yeah, there is some Blockbusters still
Yeah,
left.
it's actually kind of nice because they can focus all their money into smaller stores now.
Yeah. Alright. Let's take a moment to talk about how fucking great Deus Ex is.
Oh, yes.
I got that. It was on sale on Steam for Black Friday. I got it for
But the new one,
$4.99.
right? The new one.
Human Revolution.
I
Okay,
really
Human
like
Revolution,
Human
okay.
Revolution and the original. I haven't played Invisible War. I got both of them. They were both on sale on Steam for Black Friday. And I just recently finished Human Revolution for the first time. I played it 3 times in the past, but I have never finished it until a couple days ago. It's fucking great. That game's really entertaining, just all the dumb shit you can do.
Before we go into the awesomeness, there's just 2 things that bug me about that game, and I love Deus Ex. Everything's like black and yellow in the game,
Mhm.
so
Cyberpunk, man.
I actually kind of like it. It's a really nice...
black and yellow, black and yellow.
Nope.
That
was
no,
kind of
it's
bullshit. out of here.
it's bad segue, and then the ending, like
Oh.
no matter what choice you made, you get the same like ending cutscene. So
Do you
that
really? I didn't even notice that.
It briefly is the same. Like it's either everybody dies
Is it
or
like the
you
same
live.
cutscene with
it's like the
different
same
voiceover?
soapbox society thing, but
Yeah.
Like it's a different story, but it's told the same way.
yeah, pretty much.
It has the same message implied in it,
Okay.
no matter how it ends.
So, but
Oh,
other than that, fantastic game, and
I love that.
I just had a lot of fucking fun playing it and just doing all the goofy shit, like throwing vending machines at people.
Yeah.
I was weird. I actually loved my apartment in that game,
Yeah.
and I collected every weapon, and I didn't use them all like the missions, but I like stashed like
So,
every
like, throw that
weapon
shit
in
all
the
over
apartment.
place.
But here's the thing: this is going to sound totally weird, but I love the game, and I loved my apartment so much in the game. Like I would actually stash the weapon in a location that would make sense if I had a home invasion in the game. Even though there's never a home invasion, I had weapons stashed.
Just playing out
Like,
scenarios.
I
in
had
your
played
mind.
out scenarios in my own character's mind in the game within my apartment. So I had a rocket launcher in the kitchen in case crap went down. I had like a handgun on the night table and a shotgun in the bathroom. Like I was taking a shower and someone. Anyway,
Taking
I love the
big,
apartment.
hefty dump and somebody
It's
busts in.
a fantastic apartment, nice wood floors. and
Yeah.
everything.
Oh, yeah.
For a guy
And
that's
then
just head of security.
The TV that pulls up and unveils
Yeah,
the big
just
stash.
hidden compartments, and it was a great apartment.
That was
and
cool as hell.
I wish my apartment was that cool.
Adam Jensen too. Like a lot of people didn't like him as a character. He was kind of
I thought he was alright.
boring. But I liked him. He just didn't care.
Yeah.
He really did not give a shit throughout that entire game.
It's because he looked like you. That's why
Pretty
you liked him.
detached.
Yeah.
He does look like you with
Yeah.
like goofy ass
Yeah,
sunglasses.
goofy sunglasses,
Yeah.
and like my name's Dom.
You should do him for Halloween
I
next year.
was thinking about cosplaying as Adam Jensen.
So that's why you like him, is because you can cosplay.
Hell yeah.
I'm gonna be Donut Drake next Halloween.
No, Donut now, the one thing I did notice was he's the head of security for Seraph Industries.
Yes.
It's surprising I know so much about this game after a year of it being out, over a year.
Yeah. He was kicked off of SWAT, I believe.
Yeah, he was kicked off SWAT for some issue. I think he shot somebody.
There was a thing between him and one of the guys you meet in the police station.
Right, yeah, that's right.
You ended up not following the orders,
Yes.
so that guy ended up killing a kid by accident.
That's it.
No, it wasn't by accident. It was a kid who was augmented, so he didn't
Yeah.
get killed.
Yeah, and that started this whole crazy augments versus non-augments.
Yeah, the human
Yeah.
revolution.
Yeah. But he's a head of security. He has to go around hacking into different buildings and hacking into computers at his own workplace.
That's a really good hacking minigame, too.
It is.
It was, yeah.
But really, why did he have to hack into computers at his own office?
Well, I guess you can find codes laying around to break into the computers.
Yeah, I never hacked
He
anything
shouldn't-
because I just found the code. I
He
found the
shouldn't have
code.
to have a code, though. He should be able to type his own little personal code in and override everything.
Well,
Yeah,
he
being
still
head of
works.
security.
He's the head of security.
Well, hold on. He said security, but they actually explained it. Like, I mean, there's still like secrets within the building.
Yeah.
There's still like classified
And
information.
like how your boss is keeping stuff from you.
I mean, in reality, is it really like? I mean, it's a video game, so
Yeah.
he's head of security, but it's like that whole fourth wall thing. I mean, they kind of do a good job explaining it. It's a classified building I mean, you maybe have security, but you can't just walk in and do whatever the hell you want. There's still like secrets, and it is a lab filled with scientists.
He's
I mean, if it was an emergency, you could just get an axe and break the window
He's
down.
Adam Jensen. He can do whatever he wants.
Well, you're kind of just bitching about anything.
You're jumping into vents.
Well, yeah, I mean,
you're stealing candy bars off of
in the
people's
game.
vents.
In the game, you can get in a vent or go find the code. So it's not really that big of a deal.
Actually,
you have options
without having to hack it.
Another thing, that Typhoon, that ultimate weapon that he has around him, which is the best boss weapon ever.
Yeah, you can
Because you
totally
just-
hack boss battles with that shit.
You just walk up to him, hit that button a couple of times, they're done.
Yeah, the only battle you can't do that is when you fight Namir and you have the biochip installed, so he fucks up all your shit and you can't see.
Which I didn't do, because I read the strat guide.
Fucking cheating bitch.
Just
Whatever.
cheating strat guides.
Whatever.
You know.
That helped me out. I got almost all the achievements out of it, because at that time I was an achievement whore.
Oh, but speaking of boss fights, that last boss fight was pretty.
That last
That's
boss
bullshit.
fight.
If you have the EMP augmentation, you don't even take damage from
It
the
was a
electrified floor.
horrible boss fight.
Now see, that boss fight took me about 2 or 3 seconds, because you get the laser gun, you aim it at her head, and it goes through that little tiny glass wall. Done.
Some
Even
hot
on the hardest
bullshit.
setting, done. Yeah, that ruined it.
Fucking weak.
But no, that Typhoon, you find all the ammo for that in people's garages.
Just fucking laying around.
Yeah, like, oh man.
Other random apartments.
Street.
Yeah,
What's
stock
going
up on
on,
this
man?
Typhoon armor.
Some
Or
dude's
the
playing
Typhoon.
basketball in
Go to
the
the
corner of
pantry.
court.
It's Typhoon. Him over here.
Typhoon, it's a breakfast cereal, really.
This guy's ready for the apocalypse. He has
Yeah.
two gallons of water, a
Bag
bag
of
of rice, and Typhoon ammo.
Typhoon ammo.
A healthy supply of Twinkies.
Yeah, healthy supply.
They're
Oh,
gone, man. In
Yeah,
the
I wish
future,
this
it's
is
sorry, it's
gone.
over
Which-
now.
I heard that the Tasty Cake butterscotch crimpets are kind of like crispy.
No,
or,
man,
no,
nothing's ever gonna
they're kind
be.
of like they're
Nothing
kinda
is
like
the
Twinkies.
same. It'll never
Nothing
be
is
the
the
same.
So no, I mean it's not gonna be the same, but they're kind of like Twinkies. Those are sold out too.
Yeah, because people gotta find alternatives.
Yeah.
man.
You can't even find the HEB Twinkies.
They gotta get their fix.
There's no country fair.
Which it was hilarious listening to people talk about it. They're like, oh, no matter who buys it, it's not gonna be the same.
Yeah.
It'll never be the same Twinkie. It's the same goddamn recipe. It's gonna be the same Twinkie.
But back to the SF.
Yes.
Are you working on that achievement where you don't kill?
I tried
don't kill
that
anyone?
and I got tired. It's a long
It's
game.
exhausting.
It's really hard to do. Like Dishonored. Like I tried doing that and I just got frustrated.
Yeah.
I kept getting
I was just
fucked
shanking
over.
everyone.
Oh, Wes, you had that one guy drown.
Yeah, I tried to do the go through Dishonored without killing anyone, and like the fucking third dude I come across in the game, I knock him out and I'm like,
Oh,
okay.
in the sewer, right?
Yeah,
Like
in
you
the
knock him out,
fucking
you
sewers.
drop him in the water, he drowns anyway.
I knocked him
Yeah.
out and I was like, okay, I'll just dump his body here and he'll be fine. His fucking head lands in the water and he just drowns to death. And I'm just like, well, fuck. Because it doesn't even tell me until the end of
It's
the
like,
mission.
like an infant that just falls into a bucket of water and drowns.
I just kept him like reload and go back in the game.
It's like, hey man, you killed that guy. And I was like, well, fuck. You could have told me that when it happened.
Yeah, same thing actually happened in Assassin's Creed games with that 100% sync now they threw
We're
in.
not talking about Assassin's Creed.
Whatever.
No
You
more.
ruined it.
No more.
No more.
No more.
No more Assassin's
We're
Creed.
done.
I'm moving.
Past it.
Past horrible
I'm gonna be
games.
Connor and be stoic and just stand
Past
here.
horrible
You
games.
running across the trees.
Use your Native American stoicism. That didn't stop those white people.
What?
All the
What the fuck?
stoicness you have
It's
did
taking
not stop the white people.
wrong turn
Goddamn.
to nowhere. I don't know, but Dishonored still had that the Paragon or Renegade.
I
Yeah,
still
like
haven't played
darker.
Dishonored.
It didn't really affect the ending that much, except it was like slightly darker.
Yeah, just how the more bad guys you kill, like
There's more rats.
yeah, there's like more rats
Yeah.
and plague. But
Yeah, it was. The more you kill, the more rats.
I didn't finish it
I
clearly,
didn't
so
either.
I didn't.
And then that's the bad ending.
I could not
because
kill
it
them.
causes rats to kind. It's more of like a, oh man, because you did this, this is happening outside of the game.
Yeah, because the dead bodies attract rats.
Yeah.
And the rats carry the plague. And
Oh.
plague
But
fucking
and here's a question: in games that present that choice, like what do? I have to be Paragon.
yeah, I generally do my
I feel
first
like a real
playthrough
prick.
Paragon.
I mean, in probably reality, I would be a prick.
Yeah.
But in games, I can't do that.
Yeah.
I don't know what.
Yeah, it's really it's the same way.
Well,
you
your
have
heritage
to
makes you renegade everywhere.
What?
So, your heritage.
Yeah, my heritage.
You may just kill
That-
everyone.
that
You're used
German
to just
heritage.
exterminating entire races.
Yeah.
Flamethrower.
Don't they have that microwave oven gun in one of the games?
Oh god, those are,
Don't talk about ovens ever.
No, I go through Paragon
Too
as well. You have to be the good guy. With Shepard, like, yeah, there's a few choices in Mass Effect where I'm gonna punch the reporter because that shit's hilarious.
yeah, it's funny as shit.
It's,
I usually
yeah.
save before I do that.
I don't because I'm like,
See, it is funny, but I now see Mass Effect. Every game, I'll save it, talk to her, do the renegade, get the laugh out of it, then
Yeah.
reload it, and be diplomatic. Be like, well, we're all on the same team here, Kalisa, Al, Bint, Jelani.
No,
and then
that's
do her
a
on the
fucking
Normandy.
awful-
That's her name. That's
I know. I just
do her in the butt.
I punch her, and then come the third game when she ducks, I still punch her. Like, no, she's not gonna weigh that easily.
You're a donkey puncher.
Get back here,
She's a twat. She's punch.
Well, the third one though, see, if you're diplomatic, like I was, because I'm,
Because he's a
I'm
respectable
Commander
human
Shepard.
Because you're Commander
So on the
Shepard.
third one, I went to talk to her. I didn't punch her in the face right away, and she becomes a war asset.
She goes worse than she sleeps.
So I didn't get to bang her, but
Because that's what Shepard does anyway. He just sleeps his way
Yeah.
across the galaxy.
Well,
yeah.
Shepard has. Well, they probably cured AIDS in that future. So
Not an issue, dude.
no,
Not an
it's
issue.
so you can
No,
just
no
do a
space condoms.
You can
Oh,
bone
And 7 doesn't provide
something's
condoms.
Something's burning. Dr. Chocolates. Come over here.
That's not in your basic rucksack.
You apply
Lots of
Metagel
condoms.
on it, and you're
Yeah, just lube it up with that
Speaking of
Metagel.
Metagel, you remember those days back in Mass Effect 1 we could just slap Metagel on everything?
That was actually a joke in Mass Effect.
That was.
It was.
Yeah, you could just
Put some Windex
lock
on
door, Metagel.
I think they realized it was like a
Fucking dumb
terrible.
idea.
It's just, I'm gonna buy some lube. It's all the reason at this door. And magically walk.
I'm locked out of my apartment. Wait, let me get the KY up.
I used to go
Move
to
up those hinges.
I need to go to the Walgreens out of Omega. I'll be right back, guys.
KY, I'm locked out. Left my keys in the car. You want a hanger? No, bro, I got KY. I'm good.
I got a small packet
Box
of
of lube.
Metagel in my wallet. Oh man.
God damn.
See, the greatest game ever just gives you so many opportunities to keep discussing.
Um,
So we've been playing GoldenEye.
yeah, I was gonna say, speaking of one of the greatest games ever.
Yeah, I don't know about all that
Greatest game
shit. For its time.
of a memory. Greatest memory
Nostalgia
of a game.
goggles. Put those on.
One
and
of the
you're ready to
games
go.
that helped develop multiplayer gaming as a big deal. That and Halo.
Up there with Unreal, definitely Halo, Doom, Quake. Not Doom, Quake, but Doom.
Doom Quake. Half-Life. On the
No,
PC.
no, Golden. Well, I guess.
Yeah.
I guess Half-Life Deathmatch.
Counter Strike. It's one of those games. Well, Counter's a mod. So.
Yeah. It was a mod for Half-Life.
Any game where you had to go to a friend's house to play it, it's one of those games.
I did play that game a lot at my friend Paul's house down the street.
I too, same thing. I would take an N64 controller down the road, play GoldenEye.
Just a great all around. But it's the nostalgia. It's a great memory, but playing it.
It's just the
I'm
worst.
not sure how many years later. What year did it come out?
What?
I want to say it was like 95, 96.
95, 96? Yeah, 95, 96 or something.
Playing
like
it today, it's definitely has not hold. I was so excited. I spent $15 on eBay for that thing.
that. And
It doesn't hold up well.
I'm gonna give that guy a bad review just for not. You didn't promise me that it was not as awesome as I remember as a child.
so yeah, it did not hold up at all. I can't say anything. I was Odd Job. It was great for me.
Yeah, you fuck.
Wait, hold on. Speaking of Odd Job, he was not that small. You mentioned that. He was not that small in the movie.
Yeah,
he's a big Asian man, but the movie's like making like tattoo.
Is he playing?
Razor ass hat.
So he was a midget in the game, and it just did not hold up.
Anyone who plays as that guy's a cunt.
Yeah.
I still want to have a GoldenEye party. That's still,
Yeah.
but it was not as good as I remember.
You got to get the unlock code. You need to find the right level because there's one specific level that everybody went to because they would all sit in the bathroom stall and wait.
Well, now we're going to YouTube levels of GoldenEye.
Yeah,
As
So this is podcast over. You do that shit.
But because Bond, it's how many years? 50? 50 years of Bond now.
50 years of Bond now. At the time, I don't know, 35.
Well,
40.
yeah, but you got that, and then you've got because of that 50-year release, they've kicked out all these remakes and reboots.
Well, because GoldenEye Reloaded on what we now Xbox and PS3 it's fun. It's not the same nostalgia as.
Well, no, it's GoldenEye, and then it's GoldenEye Reloaded again, like they did it all over again.
It's like if GoldenEye was made today and was mediocre.
And they stuck Daniel Craig
Yeah.
in it.
Instead of Pierce Brosnan.
They give him a big nose in the game,
Yeah.
by the way. It kind of bothers me. He's,
Fucking beak.
the British Big Bird.
I love the I love the AI.
He probably snapped my neck, but he's.
The AI in the game though still holds up, sort of. I mean, at least what you would think of comical.
Well, the big thing is playing the 64. This is very confusing. I'm talking about 64.
Yeah.
64 version Dom was about 50 feet away, but I could not see him across the screen.
Yeah.
Yeah, that shit's dark.
It's very dark and musty.
There's
Imagine the game had a smell, it'd be musty.
The whole game's like looking inside a musty penis.
Wes played as Jaws, which is like the worst.
A fucking terrible choice on my part. He's
Big
like 8
random
feet
white
tall,
man in the game, just
big motherfucker with silver teeth.
Just
you couldn't see the teeth though.
I'm surprised you couldn't like instead of judo chop, like bite people.
Yeah, judo chop mode was still hilarious.
Slaps is the only
Slappers
way
only. Slappers. I don't know. The graphics definitely don't carry over because I saw myself slapping and I was screen cheating.
And you can't.
I did not see the slapping animation, but on my screen,
looked like Steve from Minecraft running around.
And I was going in auto chop mode.
But just fucking holding the button down.
Why did they give you a targeting reticle for slapping?
That's the dumbest shit. Like you got a fucking eye board.
aim to be it. I put a scope on my hand.
You got a robotic eye that just like tracks enemies.
You might want to be careful with that. Activision's gonna pick it up. It's gonna be the next Call of Duty game.
Then they'll sue your ass for talking about it.
There'll be a weapon in there.
You have a red dot sight that you can flip over to.
Eyeball shoots lasers.
Put a scope on your melee. Hand grenade attachment.
I want to see some nipple lasers.
Oh god.
Be adults only at this point.
Packages it in with Custer's Revenge.
Yeah, god damn it! I was gonna say that, you bastard.
But yeah, that and GoldenEye on the current generation consoles and the Xbox, it's the same game, same AI, that still looks at a shattered window covered in blood and goes, everything's normal. There's nothing wrong here. That's not my buddy's brains. There's no corpse, whatever, we're good. And then they get shot. I mean, it's the same AI, they couldn't touch that up.
I'm not sure where you're going with this.
I don't know, it just kind of bothers me. If you're going to do a remake, why not
it's
just...
fucking shooter AI. Par for
I
the
think
course.
the thing that they could have probably done in like the reloaded version was like you shoot a guy in the head and like he fades away from the game, like he just dissipates like, like a Jedi, just goes away. Bond's like a spy, didn't have the option to like carry his body and hide it.
Yeah.
So, but it's just
they implemented.
They
some,
just
like,
went with
stealth
I
stuff.
shot him in the face and went with the force. That's exactly what happened. That's how that went down.
You come back years later as a fucking HD ghost.
It's just, I mean, like I said, Reloaded's decent. It's fun multiplayer. It is.
They replace you with a Hayden Christensen ghost.
Fuck that shit.
The 64 version is just not.
No,
it's not the way to play.
it did not hold
I mean,
up.
it had some good ideas going from.
It was good for its time, but like now it's fucking hard to look at.
Yeah, it didn't hold up at all.
I don't know. It was a good idea to remake it. But speaking of like ideas and borrowing, what's with Sony?
Fucking ripping off Nintendo.
Yeah, it's I just now that it's not saying that All Stars and Little Big Planet Carving are bad, but everything Sony's just kind of saying, oh, Nintendo did it, so I guess like the move,
you know where the money is, man.
The move is better because it's the exact same thing, but we have light bulbs. And it looks like a penis, but it's totally better.
Is it working for them though?
Well, I mean, they're getting money.
Are they getting that much more money out of it?
All Stars is fun, but it's definitely a ripoff.
Yeah.
Someone posted like on Facebook, like, "Oh, All Stars is better than Super Smash." But here's the thing: you stole someone's idea, so it's not better.
And
it's not better.
I can't pinpoint what interview it was. They were actually talking about this, where they had the developers from All Stars went over and found these Japanese pro Smash Brother players. And these guys do it for a living. That's all they do is play Smash Brothers. And they said, try our game out. You'll love it. It's like Smash Brothers a little bit, but it's this whole new game. It's a revolutionary idea. And they broke it down, like how the game works. Those guys didn't want to have anything to do with it. And then he made a big deal about when they had come out and finished playing it, they loved it. Loved it more than Smash Brothers.
Well, it's fun. It's definitely fun. I'm noticing a trend of the stealing of ideas. Like Little Big Planet Karting. Yeah. It's just such a blatant ripoff of Mario. But it works for them if you need, I guess, you need some ideas. And we're better to go with Nintendo, which is as annoying as the Wii is. It's, you gotta admit,
Can I call it right now? PlayStation U?
PlayStation U.
PlayStation U.
Boy, how much you want to bet in like a year and a half? Next E3, the official announcement of use your Vita as the controller.
Oh.
How much you want? I'm calling it here. Well, they even talked about the crossplay.
Yeah, you can do that.
Initially, I think I'm not. Someone could probably correct me in the comments, but I'm pretty sure they also announced that being able to use your controller. as a Vita for the controller.
It's the same controller.
It's going to happen. It's going to
Sounds like
happen.
a thing Sony would do.
Or they'll redesign the Vita for next year for $200.
Vita 2000.
Yeah, Vita 2000. Use it as your PS3 controller.
Yeah.
Well, you can already access so many things with that Vita, that on your PS3 that you can't do with anything else.
I'm not. I don't know. I'm so torn because you're stealing ideas. All Stars is great. I guess the purist in me just refuses to say it's better than Super Smash because it's still an idea. And Sony, it's
Well, here's another big problem too. Nintendo's got all these great characters to fall back on. You got Mario. You got a ton of characters in the Mario universe.
Yeah.
You've got Metroid. You've got Star Fox. I mean, you've got all these different platforms to fall back onto. There's even what was F-Zero?
F-Zero.
You got all these you got all these characters to fall back on. Sony, what do they? We've got Kratos.
Dude, all the
Kratos and Drake.
All the good Sony characters are like in fucking limbo.
Yeah.
For copyright bullshit. Like Crash Bandicoot, he's gone.
Yeah, where's Crash Bandicoot in that game?
Gex.
he's gone, man.
I would love to see new Crash Bandicoot and Gex games that don't suck ass.
It just there's not that kind of nostalgic Jack and Daxter.
Well, no one's gonna have a stable Nintendo is that first machine, and no one's ever gonna. I mean, Microsoft has Master Chief.
Yeah.
But you can't. I mean, Marcus Phoenix is iconic in his own right, but he's not really iconic.
Yeah, he's not
like
Xbox
Mario.
iconic,
And Master Chief is that one that really rose up the ranks fairly quickly. Commander Shepard, I guess, is iconic, but he's iconic for their platform now.
Yeah.
Everyone has him. I guess everyone's always missing those characters. Metal Gear is also with Nintendo.
Yeah.
And so I don't know.
Well, Metal Gear goes both ways. Metal Gear is going to be
bisexual.
It's going. Yeah. That's the new Metal Gear.
It's a freak. Metal Gear.
Yeah, I can't wait for Ground Zeroes.
Yeah, I don't know about that. Everything looks so wet in that game.
Like a bisexual.
But yeah, just All Stars doesn't have that same cast that I care about. Like, here's Cole McGrath. He's a character. Well, wait, no, we're gonna throw an evil Cole McGrath instead of being a skin.
That's bullshit.
Different character. Granted, they have different abilities. I'll give them that.
They should have just had it as switch between evil and good Cole, and you have different moves. Fucking don't make him a separate character. Take out evil Cole and throw in Crash Bandicoot.
I just some of those characters don't fit well in that. And then you see characters like Nathan Drake. He looks weird, kind of not as high res. And
because really, Nathan Drake shoots people in the face for treasure, and then you incorporate Sackboy, and Solar's like a weird old pervert. In reality, he's a pervert.
Yeah,
he's a Long Island pervert.
Oh, is Solar in the game? I haven't really.
Well, and there's a cutscene.
Oh yeah.
I guess talk about spoiler alert there too. My bad.
Is this from the third game?
No, this is All Stars.
There's a cutscene with Sully in there, and I'm sure it'll be a playable character.
Yeah.
Content.
Yeah.
Super Smash also had that campaign mode, and it was Melee that had the 2D side scrolling.
Yes.
Brawl.
Story.
No, Brawl.
Yeah, no.
Brawl.
Had
Oh yeah, both.
Well, Brawl
had,
is still our arena, but
No,
Melee
Brawl
has
was.
Melee
side
had a
scrolling.
story mode, and then after you complete that, you go to All Stars mode.
No, Brawl had that same where it was a side-scrolling 2D
I
game.
think Brawl did have it too.
I'll remember that. I think.
It was a side-scrolling 2D game.
Well, either way,
I know for a
the
fact
story
Melee.
mode was pretty fun. The adventure mode, I don't.
Yeah.
I don't know. Other ways, the stealing of ideas. Back to my original point, stealing of ideas. It's a weird trend. If it works for you,
It makes you money.
it makes you money. Like Little Big Planet karting, definitely a lot of fun. And they take the formula and they amp it up, which is.
At least they put a little bit of different stuff into it.
I just
Change up a little.
I haven't. Little Big Planet Karting, I played a little bit of it Thanksgiving. It was great. I enjoyed it because it's a fun racing game. It's a little more difficult than Mario Kart. I was having trouble staying in the top 3, but
it's definitely tough.
Yeah.
Man. Tiffany beats my ass all the time in Mario Kart, and she listens to this podcast. You're a total cheater. I don't know how she does it. She finds shortcuts. I didn't even know the shortcuts existed in Mario Kart.
Yeah, I know a couple.
I saw one in Mario Kart 7. But I was playing. Me and her are playing together, and we're racing each other, and we're trying to help each other get top 3 finish because it's. I'm on novice mode. I'm a big fan. Yeah, the computer.
I've never been a big kart racer fan either. We had that one company funded tournament, and for Mario Kart, it wasn't. It was earlier this year in the spring, and I just couldn't get into it. Racing games don't interest me.
Yeah.
I always see this left turn, left turn, left turn. Yeah.
You're going
Left turn, left turn, left turn, left turn. At one point, I'm going right now.
People swear by NASCAR, so I can't judge. It's not a sport, by the way. If you watch NASCAR, I don't care what you say. Fuck you. It's not a sport.
200 miles an hour, taking a left turn. I can do that too.
No. I drive
I
to
can
work.
do that once.
I drive to work, so I'm athletic because I drive to work. That doesn't make any sense at all. The marketing for All Stars though has been clever. They did a Robot Chicken did a commercial.
Really?
So YouTube it later.
I don't have cable.
I haven't seen it.
Well, it's on IGN.
Okay.
If you have a cellular device, again, talking about technology that you don't use.
Technology.
Notes. I don't know how to use notes.
What do you mean? I just got an Atari.
We have computers, and you want to talk about pen and paper for notes. Shut up, man.
Pen.
Fuck your shit.
Trying to keep it retro, man. That's how this all started off was retro.
Talk about retro games and pen and paper.
It's true. Real talk. Fucking the Scrub League origins are from Ryan giving Dom a Sega Genesis when we helped him move into his new apartment, which we're recording from right now.
This is all my doing.
This is your fault.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of my house. I'm gonna take over this podcast.
Take over this cast.
Where are they?
But I guess we can go into a more legit version of this podcast now, and show that we actually know what we're talking about, and that we're kind of professional.
I don't know what I'm talking about.
I don't know jack
I
shit.
never know what I'm talking
We'll show.
Pulling all this out of my ass.
You make the motion.
I'm probably the worst kind of gamer because I only play the same kind of. I'm old school, but I play the same games. I only play like Mass. Every time you ask me when I'm playing a podcast, I'm gonna tell you like Mass Effect or Halo.
I don't have time to play, and when I do, I've got a big stack of games. Like we're never ever.
Man, you
gonna
can
talk
bitch about anything.
I can't.
First world problem. I have a big stack of games. I didn't have time to play.
I have so many games.
There's kids in Africa with some Atari 2600 playing
This is a
They
1%er problem. I have too many games. They gave us, and I'll brag about this too because it's awesome and I can do this now. We got Far Cry 3 early.
Yeah, fuck you.
I am stoked about that.
I didn't get my copy early. So.
You did? I got my copy early.
Like
I'm excited about that. I haven't played it yet, but I got it early.
Yeah.
But really, whose fault is that? You could have gone home and played it.
I could have, and I may just pop it in today. Just
Like,
go, hey, I played
today.
it
What
a
did
day
you
early.
do?
As soon as you get home.
What did you do today?
I don't want to talk about what I did today.
Okay, so but okay, well.
Just go sit at home. jerk
Okay,
off.
so I know what you did today. I'm not gonna call you out because I did the same thing a few weeks ago. Anyway, but you had time in the morning.
Yeah.
So don't blame.
No.
I don't have time to play. You could have played. I played Omega DLC.
You don't make time to play.
I laid in on my couch on my chair, and I played Assassin's Creed all morning on the Vita, and I got comfortable, and it was great.
But I've discussed it before. I'm a weird gamer, and maybe other people do the same thing. Maybe I'm coming out now and saying if I can't like relate as the character or picture myself as that character, I cannot get into the game at all.
Yeah.
Like I hate to, I'm excited for Tomb Raider. Comes out next year.
Yeah.
The remake. I'm really excited for it, but I'm worried that I'm gonna start playing it because I can't. I'm clearly not a woman.
Just
Despite-
picture Lord
but
Croft
you know,
like up his feet.
I can't. I can't. You know.
Followed him through the forest.
No.
Instead of like moans, you got grunts going on. Just
Put it
I
on
bet the
mute.
game has a high grunts per
Put
second.
it on mute. This took a wrong turn. Which the story of Lara Croft, by the way, is actually interesting.
I'm looking forward to that game. That and
Well, can I just interrupt real quick? I think it's hilarious that a lot of women take Lara Croft as like the female empowerment, when in reality, like the developers just made her like busty at the big ass because they're like, well, we're gonna stay on the screen for 10 hours and I'm like something hot the entire time.
Lara Croft, the whole thing that started that was, or the big tits on her was because one of the developers got bored one day and just blew out the polygons on her chest.
So for all you 6-year-old girls, look at Lara Croft sham. I'm sorry to break your.
yeah, you don't want to be Lara Croft for Halloween.
It's all sexist.
It's all sexist bullshit.
Number one
You should
reason.
write your congressman.
People,
Send an angry email.
people were laughing.
Make a petition, but don't secede from the union. Go on. You were saying?
I don't know. Yeah, no, Tomb Raider. I'm looking forward to that one too. There's some good games coming out this next spring. Not a lot of them though. GTA.
I'm not excited. I don't like Grand Theft Auto though.
I like Grand Theft Auto. I just recently went back.
Hold
to
on, wait.
Los Angeles.
I don't like any. The only like open world game I really enjoyed was Red Dead Redemption. And
See, that's weird. I hated Red Dead
okay,
Redemption.
well, fuck you.
I thought it was boring as shit.
Well, you're boring. Your life is boring.
It is. That's true.
So, but like, here's the thing about like sandbox games, like Grand Theft Auto. I'm a mob boss, and yet I'm still a package boy number 1.
Yeah.
Red Dead, I mean, you did random errands, but you were a cowboy, so it kind of made sense in the story. Sandbox games just don't.
I've never liked Grand Theft
It's
Auto.
gonna make a lot of money, so it's whatever.
I mean,
It's like the big thing right now.
Like I played Grand Theft Auto 3 because man, it was an M-rated game, and I got to play it when I was like 13
you
years
got a
old.
tank.
Yeah, and you got the tank, and you made it fly, and that was it.
And you got a tank.
San
you got
Andreas is the best cheat codes. Flying cars, flying tanks.
I never played San Andreas. After Vice City, done. I never played San Andreas. I never played any of the ports.
By the way, shout out to Troy for our awesome intro music. Vice City is Troy's favorite GTA game, and he's super pissed right now because they took it off of Steam.
I haven't gone on Steam in a while either.
We got Bioshock.
Bioshock
Infinite. Yep.
I like Bioshock 1. Infinite doesn't excite me, but I see why it's good.
I'm just tired of waiting.
Yeah.
That's all.
I was so hyped for it in October, and then I got pushed back, and I was like, nope.
Tired of it. In fact, the only game I am looking forward to in the spring, Gears of War Judgment.
Yeah.
Well, it's Castlevania Lords of Shadow too.
The trailer's epic. I'm not into Castlevania.
I haven't played the first Lords of Shadow, so I'm not an authority on that.
Well, I guess I'll watch trailers and just be like,
just be like, oh, that's cool.
I'd say I played it.
Yeah.
And the only reason I'm a Gears of War fan, or I'm looking forward to that Gears of War game, is because I'm a Gears of War fan.
Yeah.
That's it.
Because the guy's name is Dom and your name's Dom.
Yep, exactly.
And it all comes full circle.
No, not yet.
Oh, you were planning on it.
Yeah. Because I write fan fiction in my free time too.
Do you really?
No.
I should hope not.
It's in a box.
You don't have time to play video
I
games.
totally
helped him.
you
want to read it?
I found it. It's in a
You wanna read it?
5-star binder.
Dom and Marcus going at it. Grey style.
50 Shades of Gears.
The bottom, if you flip it real quick, it's a little full book.
God.
This is awkward silence now.
Okay. Anyway, so Dom, what are you doing for the holidays?
Anya's
what am I doing for the holidays? I'm going to work a lot. Really, I just want to get everything finished unpacking. I want to pack everything, get some stuff up. Be honest, Christmas right around the corner.
Yeah.
I don't know if we're staying here or we're going up to my parents' house. My fiance's family lives a little while away. It just may be easier for us to go visit my family. It's about an hour, if that.
Yeah.
Or actually less than an hour. It's like 45 minutes now.
Live right by me.
That's it. Maybe I'll play a couple of games. I'm probably going to stick to handle them. Actually, I am picking up Persona 4 Golden for the Vita.
Yeah.
And I plan on playing that over the holiday season.
Why not?
Because at least that I can take into the back room at work and sit on my ass and do nothing.
Fucking slacker. Ryan?
A lot of working. Yeah, it's that time of year. There's only a few weeks left though, so there's only a few weeks left of working. So, I guess I'll try to. I'll keep playing Mass Effect. I'm on my third playthrough of Mass Effect 3, which I finally got to see Shepard live. My second playthrough. I was so pissed off that I could not get the Shepard Lives ending.
You were so mad when I told you I got it.
I was heartbroken, and I kept replaying, and I figured out what I was doing wrong. Besides, anyway, back to my original. Halo 4, I started for Halo 4. I haven't played it in a few weeks because I'm waiting for my friend Jeremy to come back in town so we can play and Rampage together. Yeah. And we haven't done the Spartan Ops stuff.
We haven't. We are way behind.
New episodes out.
I know. Yeah. There's like 3 episodes.
We're 3 weeks behind.
Yeah.
We all need to catch up on that.
We'll catch up.
We got a holiday, right? No, we don't. We don't have
my kids. That's a big thing for holidays. Yeah. Making sure my kids have a good Christmas. That's like the number one thing for me. Like,
doesn't it suck that you work so much and you?
I'm as a father, hate myself. Like the next day, like, oh my god, you effing kids are spoiled. It's not my fault because I want to give them everything. Yeah. But I mean, they make some cool fucking toys.
Yeah.
It's like the parent ultimatum.
That's all. I'm counting down the days. I'm excited to see my family. Christmas, New Year's. I'm excited. So super excited to think. I'm Hispanic, so I got a big
family.
I'm also 1/9 black, but I got a big family. So it's a lot of coming together, and definitely make sure my kids have a good Christmas. You? What are you doing?
I'm gonna spend a lot of Christmas putting together computer pieces and get the new PC built so I can actually play games well. Right now I'm running off a shitty rig and it's just not working out, so I'm gonna try and upgrade. I'm probably just gonna spend a lot of time hanging with my buds. I got some buddies coming back into town around like mid-December.
Where were they at? Yeah.
One of my buddies is up in College Station. My brother's in the pen.
My brother actually was in the pen, but go on.
I don't want to know. I got an uncle who's in the pen.
Sad life stories podcast.
Anyway, I got a buddy who's coming back in a couple of weeks, and then a couple more friends who get back on like the 23rd, and we're gonna hang, play some video games. We're gonna do some tabletop RPGs.
Oh,
We're gonna play
God.
D&D. We're gonna be real nerds.
Oh. I got a guy who works with me who talks about that all the time.
Really?
Yeah, but he does it over Skype.
Yeah?
They all get together and they Skype.
That's
D&D.
even more depressing.
I've
Yeah.
never even thought about that. That's
They
pretty,
can't even
pretty
leave
clever.
their mother's basements
Oh.
to meet up in one basement.
I went to a convention for work. It was like a tabletop and like card convention, and there's nerds, but that's like a whole subculture.
It's a whole nother
Yeah.
It's a
world.
whole nother. And I was real quick before we go move on, but in the actual like program of this convention, it said like the 4-2-1 rule was in effect. Like eat your 3-2-1. I don't know, eat your meals, and then there was like you have to bathe.
Yeah.
It was like you
Don't come unshowered.
but the smell was.
It's atrocious.
That's the one thing I'm not looking forward to next year. That smell.
What's next year?
What is next year?
That convention.
Convention.
What convention?
You saying you just talking about a convention?
Yeah, but are you going to that convention next year?
I hope so.
Do you know what convention I'm talking about?
I probably don't.
The white.
What the fuck?
Which
If it's the convention that I think you're talking about, then
I just like Dragon. I'm not gonna say any names. So I probably get hate mail. But,
yeah. No,
you know where I live, so you can't give me hate mail. Fuck you.
Because you've done I don't know how many conventions you've gone to, but the big one that you go to every year for work.
Well, no, that's
Okay.
not. That's a work. Work is that convention for work is, it's awesome.
Still a lot of smelly dudes.
Yeah.
Not really though. No,
no,
I don't know.
I hear
Not
stories
as
of-
bad as...
Well, maybe the first person telling the story spells himself. I'm not sure what you're talking about, but I never have. I hang around
Clean people.
People take a bath. I don't know, man. It's
hygienic folks.
yeah, it's not a problem. The convention that you're going to next year, that I'm going to. Sorry, Wes, you don't get to go to it. It's like the Skulls.
Someday, maybe.
Secret club.
Maybe.
Someday, maybe, but
Someday soon, maybe.
I right now have to rub in your face and say you're not going.
No.
Oh, fuck your
Not next year, at least. Not next year.
Yeah, I'm like Rikishi and rubbing my ass.
Oh,
in your face.
Oh, dude, that's the worst.
Attitude era.
That's fucked up.
That's my finishing move. Ass to face.
Ugh.
Never go ask them out.
What? Dude, Dom talking about going to random. Okay. So
Troy, you never go ask them out. Except sometimes in the heat of the moment.
In the heat of the moment.
Well, yeah, he's a moment. Sometimes you gotta go for it, man.
I'm glad you guys agree.
You sick bastards.
Continue
Okay,
though. Yeah.
Oh, so you had New Year's resolutions?
Yeah. Dom, start us off. What's your New Year's resolution?
Oh shit! I don't have one come back to me because I have no idea.
Ryan, start us off. What's your New
My
Year's
resolution is to not have resolutions. So they cancel each other out.
Okay.
Ryan All-Stars Battle Royale.
Right off.
That's fucking lame.
Have
Dom.
the Hulk.
That's a Hulk.
Red Hulk and Green Hulk in my resolutions. So.
They're duking it out.
Gotta
Grey Hulk's gonna come in. Hey
I can never
guys!
think of a resolution. I
Just
can't.
this internal debate.
But
And they're not fighting. They're in suits and they're like debating, like presidential
Yeah,
style.
you can't. I can't think of any. That'd be awesome. Red Hulk and
Red
Green
Hulk.
Hulk.
More
Grey Hulk's the moderator because he's the smart one.
Yeah.
I can't ever think of a resolution like that. I don't.
I can't either, so I always just come up with dumb shit. Like, for example, my resolution for this New Year's is to get a prosthetic body.
DSX style.
That's so.
I'm gonna become the 1% and get a prosthetic body, so I can be just as badass
That's
robot.
a life goal. It's not a resolution.
That's fine. I'm gonna have it done by the end of next year. It's a resolution.
You're gonna have something prosthetic inside you.
Maybe a wang in my butt.
I was waiting.
We know people for that.
Good, that can be taken care of in a year.
Um,
That's a real simple goal to come by. I fall in the same boat. I can't think of a resolution. I can never figure one out.
not be such a fat ass. I don't
Yeah.
know.
That's my
Get
resolution. every
get
year.
off our diets. These horrible diets.
Okay, it's a resolution. But play something else besides Mass Effect.
Yeah.
There you go.
Actually, my resolution actually get this off the ground and running and like get the footage up and actually start doing that.
That's not a
Get
resolution.
Instead of
That's
shit
a,
falling
hold
apart
on,
every week
hold on,
and trying
wait.
to get stuff together.
Wes,
It's a goal. Whatever.
That's a goal. That's not a resolution. Like you're not resolving.
Hey man, mine's a resolution. Fuck you.
Yeah, yours is a resolution. Yes, get something prosthetic. Yes.
That's a
I
goal.
want to replace
No,
my.
that's a resolution.
I want to replace.
He wants
my,
to wang up his butt. That's a
No,
No, I
goal.
don't want to rang up my butt.
I want to
I'm just
replace my
saying.
right hand.
That's
with
prosthetic.
a-
That's
with
an
a-
option.
with
I
a-
like to have options.
my resolution is to get rid of this right hand and get a pocket badge.
Kind of pocket.
I don't.
Dude, that'd be sweet, man.
No, that works. That's a goal. What's a good resolution?
Sorry, I can't help you with that. A little busy
Hold on,
at the moment.
busy.
I'm
gonna
very
go in the back for a few minutes.
Uh,
I'll go fuck my hand poon.
hand trademark that handpoon.
Handpoon.
No, I don't have a resolution. Like, I have goals, I don't have resolutions. Everything else is kind of fine.
Alright, give us a goal.
Yeah, get content on the goddamn site.
What site?
On our Facebook community page, facebook.com/ScrublyGaming.
Did I like that page?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Scrubly Gaming on Facebook or on our.
Give the website
Yeah.
link. You should do a shout out.
We got to get the website up and running.
We gotta buy the domain.
Which lucky for us, I've got.
That's how I'm gonna start. I don't
on.
buy anything. So.
And then we got our YouTube channel, Scrubly Gaming.
Scrubly
that's
Gaming.
where you're gonna find our podcasts.
Yep.
Um,
Unless I linked you to it on Facebook, in which case, hi.
yeah, we'll spread links everywhere. We're gonna just start putting stickers
I
around
will
them.
spread my seed.
My resolution is to catch Wes's seed. It's like weird.
I'm gonna give you scrub babies.
Scrub babies
My resolution is to figure out how to get both streams
into one.
In the toilet.
in the toilet.
I think
And
it's a
with-
resolution we can all agree on.
Get like a bedpan and.
Our resolutions are to tie the streams together.
Ricochet.
Actually,
One
you need
solid
to
stream.
get two plexiglass panels that stick up, and as you hit it, it just angles it back in.
Do you guys have brothers?
I have a
No.
sister.
Okay. No, it's a totally random gross story. We're gonna get weird, so I'm not gonna go into the story. Anyway.
Well,
Peeing
you
on
can't
toilet?
just tease it like that.
Okay. Well. No, I can't. I'll save it for the next podcast.
Alright,
I'll leave it a
fine.
cliffhanger.
Give it a reason to listen again.
Next time on Scrubly Gaming,
I will take
we
my
talk
brother.
about some weird stuff with Ryan's brother.
Ryan's
My
sick
brothers
family
and
story.
crossing the stream.
Oh,
Okay.
You know,
And with that, we draw this to a close. Thank you, everyone, for listening. If you're on YouTube, like this, please. It helps us out quite a bit. It lets us know that you guys are ready for more. If you're on Facebook, check out our page, like the page.
yeah, we had 80 viewers last time, or 80 listeners, which
Shout
is
out to the
great.
80 listeners. That was
Yeah.
I'm still convinced that 50 of those was Dom.
Yeah.
Just hitting refresh on the web.
Shout out to the 30 listeners.
Shout out to fucking
Our friends and family that were kind
Firefox
enough.
refresh
Yeah.
button. Anyway, thank you all for listening. We really appreciate you devoting your time to listen to us fucking jibber jabber and whack off.
Alright, good night.
Good night.
Good night.